this is my Little Big Planet level. It's your premises. Your Sackboy is pretty much like a Adrian Veidt or Bruce Wayne type, you know, billionaire playboy kind of thing, and Bane of Crime. The whole premise is, this is your training exercise. How you keep in shape and how you keep kicking ass and crime. Right, so let's get into this. So like it's a training exercise, so hence like there's benches here kind of thing. You offer the benches, and it's interspersed with like little what's it called, bits of text that kind of like paint that kind of illusion of Bruce Wayne kind of thing, and the player being masterful. Like it says here, the speed, the agility, his technique truly is masterful, and that pops up as you're hopping over these benches kind of thing. So it's trying to give that feel, that comic book feel. Here we find the first obstacle, which I call the matchsticks. The player must pretty much negotiate the matchsticks by grabbing. And we're here to the next area, where basically the player is, to gain access to the next section, they must find, as sort of dictated here, the circle button, or it's a key, but it looks like a circle button. And so the icons here kind of tell the player that you need to put the circle button here, and also go up here, you'll find the circle button. So let's go find the circle button. This is done by jumping on the horse, negotiating the gym equipment, just on the bars or hoops there, onto the swinging. This part is rather tricky, and the whole premise of the level is like it's designed for those who have played through the game. This isn't a beginner level, so there's sections here that are intentionally tricky, like this section, which I did the first time. Incredible. I made that look easy, but it's not. Okay. So now I've retrieved the circle button, I need to take it back to the slot. I said. And yeah, this puzzle is pretty simple to design. It's pretty much just a series of electric glass bits linked with metal bits and pulled along. You can't see it, but there's a piston going back and forth there, pushing the whole thing along. And so basically the player is like trying to get across and pull the thing across without actually touching the electric bits. And yes, you can see what's happening there. Self-explanatory. Okay, we then put the circle button in the slot, which gains access to the rocket pack. We use the rocket pack to negotiate these giant cheese-looking things. The first bit of cheese is just ordinary. Maybe it's like some, I don't know, Edam or something. Some bonuses there. The second bit of cheese is flaming, so it's like toasted cheese. Like an overdone panini or something like that. Next is electric. Now the idea is, the player sort of negotiates these without touching the sides or the cheese. On to the next area, which is the monkey bars. I've intentionally made the frame glass so the player can see what they're doing when they're grabbing the bars themselves, kind of thing. As you can see, I can still see my player. Things obscured there, and just to make it a little bit more difficult, I've thrown in some flaming fireballs that pop up now and again, and also what's it called? Some bad gas. Nice. Now I just want to explain this area here before I carry on. It's designed so that the player can sort of run along to the next area, which contains like a sort of mini boss, or they can go straight to the top, sort of like fight the boss with more pizzazz. From doing so, you go up here and you basically get the paint there, which makes the boss a little bit more easier. I'll do it the hard way now. all done. We then grab this key, use it here, which obviously we couldn't have gotten without beating the boss. Destroy this turret, gain access to the next area. Nice. Checkpoint. Now this as you can see, like this boss shoots out quite a lot of lasers. Now the way it works is like it shoots like double beams anyway, but every so often the middle bit will open up, and that's sort of like a blaster cannon. Yeah, and also a red light. I've attached a red light to that blaster cannon, so the player knows to watch out once they see the red light, kind of thing. And you can actually disable the blaster cannon by shooting Paytonator shells at this box over here, making it a lot easier. As you can see, that's been fired at, and the cannon still opens, but nothing comes out, so it's been disabled. Making the boss fight a tad easier. Don't make it too easy, so I made the boss a little bit protected by these side panels. Trying to nail the boss. Alright. And that's basically the commissioner type guy. So sorry to interrupt your training exercise, sack powers, but you need it in the city. So then, yeah, player then jumps down this hole. You have a sort of like a sort of back cave like area. It's the burner row. You must stop him before he destroys the city. With like a vehicle, sack powers vehicle, with a P and the carved golden wings kind of thing. Yeah, and that's pretty much the end of the level. Check it out. My name's KYOZAKI. Yeah, search for KYOZAKI or search for The Adventures of Sack Powers, and check out the level, leave comments, and I hope you enjoy it. Cheers.